Greetings and assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing great. So in this video I'm going to teach you about how you can create a highly available VPC in AWS. Mostly VPC you would see in other cloud vendor as well, like in Alibaba, in Google Cloud, and in Amazon Web Services as well. Okay, so I have created the high level diagram for you, for everyone, for the better understanding. So VPC is a regional service, and we create VPC for a highly scalable infrastructure, and it is basically a networking service where we create uh, public subnets, private subnets, route tables, internet gateways, and net gateways, and then we will be associating those subnets in the respective route tables. So this is the high level diagram. The pink box represents the region where can be like in US you talk about the East Virginia, Ohio, Oregon, and California, or any other region you would say like in India or in Pakistan. Basically, region represents the geographical location, and availability zone basically represents the physical location of the data centers. Okay, so that's the main reason why we always go for creating a highly available VPC, is that we select at least two availability zones. So for highly available, for in this case, if one AZ goes down, the other AZ will be up and running, and our resources will be in working state. Okay, so for demo purpose I'm going to show you my AWS account. Let me just remove this background. Okay, so I'm going to select the other region for this demo, which is the Canada. Okay, so I'm going to create a highly available VPC along with subnet association route tables in Canada region. So I'm going to go to VPC. As you can see that the VPC dashboard showing you the multiple options like VPCs, subnets, route tables, internet gateways, net gateways, peering connection, network ACL, security groups, vice versa. So first of all, we create a VPC. So let me, okay. In AWS, if you select any region, so there will always be a default VPC which is already pre-configured and pre-configured. So okay, why we always make a custom VPC? Because the default VPC, let me just rename this one. So this one actually is the default VPC. So you can either use default VPC as well. It is nothing worry about. But we always prefer to use the custom VPC because the default VPC is not highly available. Okay, so let me just show you the resource map. As you can see, the default VPC is showing the three subnets, and it is routing towards the single route table, and the single route table is further redirecting to internet gateways. Okay, so let me just create a highly available VPC. I'm going to give it a demo VPC, and I'm going to give okay, in this scenario there are three cider blocks you can use. Okay, so the first one is you can use 10.0.0.0 slash to 10.0.0.255. The second region is from 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255. Okay, and the third region is 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.255.255. Oh, okay. Let me just re correct this one. Okay. So these are the three region you can use it for CIDR purpose. So I'm going to go for the 172.16.0.0/16, and yeah, you can only choose any CIDR range, and I have just given a name tag. So once VPC is created, then we will be going towards the subnets. Okay, for further demo purpose, I'm going to copy the VPC ID so that this one is the default subnets. Okay, so I'm going to select my newly created custom VPC. Right now, I'm creating multiple subnets. So I am selecting 3 public and 3 private subnets in these cases. So demo private subnet 1. Okay. So I am selecting 1A, and right now I am giving the 172.16.1.0/24. Okay. The second I'm going to create is for second private subnet, and I'm going to select the 1B. Okay, and in private I'm going to give it 2.0/24. In the third one I'm going to give a third private subnet. Okay, in this case in Canada region there is no 1C, so we can only select 1A, 1B and 1D. And the third subnet CIDR block for subnet will be 172.16.3.0/24. Okay, now we are going to create a public subnet. So let me just create 3 more subnets for in order to save your time. Okay. Okay, I have created right now I'm creating the 6 subnets in which the 3 subnets are private and the 3 subnets are public. Okay, so let me just go back to the VPC dashboard. So I'm going to show you the resource map there I have created. Let me just zoom out this box. Okay, so as you can see, the total number of subnets, it is showing the 6, in which the first 2 is the public subnet 1, private subnet 1, public subnet 2, private subnet 2, private subnet 3, and public subnet 3. Okay, it is connected to only a single route table. In this case, it is the private route table. Okay, so first of you just have to remember one thing, that when we create a VPC, so it by default creates a route table which is the private. Okay, so I'm going to go I'm going to the option of route table. As you can see that let me just copy the VPC ID. Okay, let me just go back and route table. Okay, this one is the default. Okay, as you can see that there are 2 route tables in which this one is the private route table. Let me just give a proper name. demo VPC private RT. RT stands for route table. And we have to just create a new public route table, demo public route table. And I'm going to select the my VPC in this case, which is the demo VPC, and I'm going to select and create. Okay. So I'm going back to the VPC, where you can see that right now it will show you the two route tables. One is the private and other is the public. Okay. So I'm going back to the route table, and let me just create internet gateway. I'm going to create a demo internet IGW. IGW stands for internet gateway, and it will ask me to attach to a VPC. So I'm going to select my new VPC and attach it. Okay. So after that, I am going back to the route table options, and I am specifically focusing on the private one. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to create a NAT gateway for this demo purpose. And one thing you have to make sure is that when you create a NAT gateway, so it is create on public subnet, and it is also attached on the private route table. Okay. So connectivity type should be public. If you want your servers or database that they can communicate to internet for security patches or updating or upgrading their dependency versions, or like if your server is running on private server in subnets, and if you want to update or upgrade the packages, software packages, so in this case you will select the public one. Whereas if you select the private one, so private, it is showing you the disclaimer that private net gateway traffic cannot reach the internet. So that's the reason we always choose the connectivity type as public, and I'm going to allocate the elastic IP and create it. Okay. So we have created the subnets, internet gateways, and the net gateways. So I'm going back to the VPCs, and let me just refresh so that you can see that right now it is not showing any network connection. Okay, network connection is 0 because we have not associated any gateways or any subnets. Okay, so right now I'm going back to the route table, and I'm going to, in route section, I'm going to add the NAT gateway. Okay. So NAT gateway will always have access from the anywhere traffic and save changes. Okay. In private route table, always remember to add the NAT gateway. Okay. Okay. Let me just go back to the public one. Okay. Right now I am also associating the subnets. Okay. In added subnet association, you will select the private subnets. Okay. So you can see that these are the subnets with its respective CIDR block. So I am selecting private subnets 3, 1 to 3. Its correspondent CIDR block are 1 to 3, and save it. Same goes for the public one. But in public route table, you will associate the internet gateway. Okay. So let me just go to routes, edit routes. I'm giving destination as all traffic, internet gateway, and there you go, save changes. In the meantime, I'm going to the subnet association, and I'm going to select these remaining 3 public subnets, and boom, your subnet has been associated with its corresponding route tables. Okay, so I'm going back to the VPC, and in resource map you would see, let me just minimize this option. So you can see the public subnet is routing towards the public route table. The second public subnet is routing towards the public, and the third one is also redirecting towards the public route table. And public route table is itself showing you the dotted like a dotted connection. It is showing you that this public route table is connected to internet gateway. The net gateway in this case is connected to private route table, and in private route table you could see that there is a 3 subnet which is associated. Okay, so this is our demo of how you can create a highly scalable and customized VPC in AWS. Okay, so for deletion purpose, let's just go back to the net gateway. So I'm going to delete net gateway because it will charge you around $40 per month. Okay, and if you go back to the VPC and let me just refresh after 5 minutes. As you can see that it is deleting the net gateway. It will take some time. Once you will see that it is showing the state as deleted. So I'm going back to the VPC which I have created. Now you want to just delete it in case if you if you don't want to use it. So I'm going to delete VPC, and okay, it is taking some time. Let me just wait. Okay, let me just see if we can delete it or not. Perfect. It is showing you the following resources to delete, and as you can see that deleting VPC means that it will also delete the rest of the resources like subnets and routes and gateways. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely make some more related videos, technical videos, and so stay tuned for that. Okay, thank you so much guys, take care and goodbye.